Hello, everybody. Welcome to Crafter's Story, and thank you for stopping by. It's Celeste here. I played around with coffee filters because I picked some up at the dollar store a long time ago, and I just haven't done anything with them. And I was spring cleaning a little bit and found them, and I thought, oh, what if I tried to craft with them? So this is what I came up with, and I think it turned out really nicely. So it's something I'd like to share with you. I coffee stained this one. It's actually two, and they have nice little pockets. And I've got some dried flowers on here and in the front, and then I gave it a button. And I didn't give this one a closure. I just decided that I wanted to leave it a little more raw. This one was done with some acrylic paint and a gold marker. This one I did give a closure to, so that one has a nice closure like that. And I'm going to show you just my way of getting this shape. I'm sure there are a million different ways of doing it. This is just my way. And then this last one, I don't know why I'm putting them off camera, that's silly. Let's leave them here. And then this one, I decoupaged a napkin onto it and then also just gave it a bit of a closure. And what I found interesting was that they are almost the perfect size for one of these smaller index cards. So that is perfect because I could right here, I could maybe stick some stickers or a photograph there and write what the photograph was about on this side and then put it into my little pocket. This could also be a really nice way to gift maybe a gift card to somebody. So I just really like the way that they turned out. And there's the back of that one's a bit plain, but I kind of like this one because I think I'm going to stick it into a journal somewhere. And then that one with some paint and a marker. So I'm going to put this aside, and where am I going to put it? On the floor. There we go. And just show you how I did this. So these are not great quality, they're really thin, and so I thought, because they're not those thick proper ones, they just not. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to double up. So I'm going to do the coffee stain one first, and then they do take a little time to dry, guys, so give yourself time with this craft. Where did I put my glue? My glue? Oh, here it is. I found it. I bought this bottle thinking that I can squirt a little bit of glue out of here, but it's not working. This is for icing sugar, for frosting. So I need to get a proper glue bottle. Okay, so I'm going to this is just your plain old Elmers glue, runny white glue, PVA glue. I'm going to wet this just so it stays down. Get out a brush, and then just get the glue as spread it as well as you possibly can. You might need a little extra glue, maybe a little extra water, and if it creases, I really don't mind at all. Guys, I'm going to go and put my light on. I think it's a bit dark. Hold on, I'll be back in a second. Oh, there we go, I'm back. That's better. Yeah, so I think there's enough glue on here, but before I put my second coffee filter on top, I'm going to take a little bit of coffee and I'm going to just sprinkle that up. Yeah, a little bit too much there, but anyway, like that, and then I'm going to spray it again just to get it. I'm using quite a bit of water, like that. That probably should do it. I wonder if I can. I don't want to spread it because then I lose those speckles. So you know what? I'm just going to go for it. Let's put this one on top, and you know, for the most part you want to line it up. There's no major trend smash if you don't. Yes, I'm glad I didn't. Now all those speckles are going to come through. Yay! Yay, speckles. Okay, so this now I believe has got enough glue on it. There's some air bubbles here. Let me see if I can scoot them out. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Oh, another one. Scoot, out you come. I don't want to brush too much. Like I said, I don't want to lose the speckles. So I'm going to leave this and I'm going to put it aside, and we'll do our next one. Get a tissue out just to clean off this brush, just to get the coffee sort of brown off it. There we go. Okay, next one. Next one is going to be a double again. So let me get a coffee filter down, spray it a little bit so it'll lie flat. And there is, what I like about this as well is that I don't really have to do much in way of cutting or measuring. There's just a bunch of folding afterwards, and then this is, I can hardly see it. I think I sprayed a bit too much, but I can still make it out. Yes, what I was saying, there's not a lot of cutting. I think I cut 2 little corners off and I left the rest. Now, I said this one was a double. I lied. Sorry. This one is not a double. This one is the napkin. So I'm going to take the backing off the napkin, and I'm just going to lay it down just everywhere, and then try and get that to be a little, no creases. I really try not to have any creases. Not a trend smash, guys, if you do, but, and I don't want to break my napkin either, so I'm just going to, I think, spray it. And I think I had enough glue down on the bottom layer. I think I did. If I didn't, I will find out. With a bit of luck, I didn't goof this up. So later, when I come now to cut it out, I will be able to pull it off, and I will see where, can you see just there? I'll just be able to cut this napkin off and have the round on there. Oh, yeah. Okay, I don't want to mess with it. I'm so scared I'm going to break it. So I'm going to just leave it, and I'm just going to trust the fact that I had enough glue on that bottom layer. Just believe. Believe in your crafting, Celeste. Alright, so here is the next one. This one is going to be a double. And again, I'm just going to put down a little water, get it to lie down flat. Like that. I hope I've been staying in frame, guys. I'm sorry if I haven't. I apologize in it if I haven't. Let me see if I can pay attention to that a little bit more. But I think what I'm trying to show you is just different ways that you can decorate your coffee filter prior to folding it into the envelope pocket. I haven't quite decided if I want to call it an envelope or a pocket. So you know what? I'm going to call it an envelope pocket. That way I get to have the best of both worlds. Because I can just make stuff up, right? Why not? No rules. Not supposed to be any rules. Nah. Why have rules when you can have fun with your crafting, right? I think my best craft projects have come out of mistakes. So don't be afraid to try new things. Okay, so I've got a little bit of acryology. It's just dollar store paint. blop it. Blop. 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 And then I've got a little bit of green. And I'm same paint. Just gonna blop it. And let's just put one on top and see if it squishes it. Let's see what will happen. Oh, come on. Okay, got it. I've got it. I got it. There we go. Oh, it's already squishing. That's good. Let's see if I can. I might have to do a little bit of that and then push it lightly with my. Ooh, I'm trying to not. Oh, okay. You know what? It's fine. I'm just gonna do this. Let's squish it. Squish. And just see how the oh, I actually do like it, guys. It's kind of, let's squish more and just see. Maybe they'll. Okay. Oh no, this is good. I like this a lot. I wasn't going to squish it. I wanted to see what would happen, but I think squishing's good. We have a lot of. I'm just gonna keep going and see how. Oh, there's some paint coming out the side, and see. Okay, now it's mixing. So let me now be more careful. I will do a bit of brushing to the side. Oh gosh, yes, I do like this. It does. It actually did come out quite nicely. There is some kind of scooting out the side. I'm going to use it and see what would happen if... not much. Okay, not much is happening if I wet it more. So I'll leave it. I won't mess with it. I'm going to let this dry because we can come in later and I can use a paint pen and I can make this into a rose or perhaps another kind of flower, or maybe a rose and another kind of flower. These will obviously be my leaves. So yeah, I'm going to leave these, let all three of our experiments just dry. It's probably going to take the rest of the day, and I might have to come back tomorrow morning or later this afternoon, and then we can pull them up, cut them loose if need be. I think the only one we have to cut loose is the napkin one. This one. The other two will just peel off our plastic little thingy here, the tray, and then we can start folding. Hey guys, I'm back now. It's actually the next morning. I had to step away from my craft desk yesterday, but you know, on the flip side, on the good side, everything is nice and dry, and I was able to peel it off my plastic cutting boards, and so it looks good. What I'm going to have to do now is cut this one loose from to get rid of some of the excess napkins. We're going to do that quickly, and just, I can barely see where the white is, but it's not impossible to see, so just trying to be careful. And then once we're done here, I'm going to doodle on that pink and green one because I feel like the colors are gorgeous. I love them, but it is a little bland with just the color down on the coffee filter. So I think it'll look really nice if I look at that. Looks so good. Okay, so let's probably just leave this one as is, and we'll fold it into the envelope soon. But as far as this little guy goes, I think I'm going to use my black Uniposca pen, and mostly because it's new and I can't help myself, but also because I think it'll work the best. And these green little bits here I think are, more than likely leaves. So we're just going to put in a very loose leaf shape in all the green spots, like that. And this Uniposca is just brilliant. It's working so well. So that is really nice. And last one, let's see, maybe we'll do it. I'm kind of following the shape of the paint blob, because that gives me a more organic leaf, right? And I'm not going to get fancy here, guys, because I really want to just get going on this. So I'm going to do a sort of squiggly round, almost like a topographical map type of idea. So there's my first one. And because once these are folded as envelope pockets, any kind of detail on your doodling is you're not really going to see much of it. This is quite a large space, so maybe we can do two, right? I'll do a little itsy bitsy one over here, just a itsy bitsy one, kind of like that, and then a slightly bigger one here. So easy and so relaxing, just like that. Okay, and I think probably fit one here too. Hey, let's do that, because I can, because I wanna. So I do. It's a really nice thing about crafting is you can just do whatever you want. If it works, wonderful. If it doesn't, like as long as you had fun doing it, it's fun. My goodness, what a transformation. Okay, another one here, I think, and then I'll set this one aside just to let this paint pen ink dry a little bit. But that looks really nice. I like that a lot. And we've got some white spaces. I'm wondering if we should fill it up just with something. There's going to be sections of this that gets cut off, so there's a pretty good chance I'm probably going to cut off some of what I've doodled. I'm okay with that. It's just I don't want any spot looking lonely. That wouldn't be nice. Okay, so that's fine. We'll just leave that as it is. And then this guy, I like the idea of it just being kind of organic and raw. So I'm going to start the folding process, and I hope I can remember how I did it. that would be a bonus. Okay. So roughly speaking, my coffee filter is fitting into a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. I've never counted those before. That's weird. I'm weird. Never mind. So that's an 8 by 8 inch circle, roughly speaking. So I'm going to take my bottom bit, line up that top bit there, bring my bottom bit up, and this is a choice for you. You decide how high up you want to go, you decide how low down you want to go. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 3 squares up, 3 inches up, and I don't remember how I did my others because I wasn't really thinking super hard when I was working on them, but I went 3 squares up with my fold, 3 inches. And now I can come down and just make my fold here, which is going to be, I guess, 2 inches really. I can come down 2 inches. And what I want to do to keep everything straight is to line up my bottom part here and then try and see if I can line up the top to be straightish. More or less straight, right? Okay, so those are 2 of the folds. We're going to do 4 folds. I'm going to bring that back up, and now I'm going to let me line this up again so we've got it along our 8, and I probably want to bring it across by 1 I might want to bring it across one more, but let's see if one will work. Let's do 1.5. Let's put a finger there, bring it over, and it's a 1.5 inch fold over. Oopsie. Oopsie, and try and line it up to the bottom edge so I get a nice straight fold. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and if you are a little skewed, it doesn't matter. I'm going to see if I can do it this way. It might be easier to navigate. There's my half, so I need my fold there, and bring it up here like that. Line up the bottom pieces, go down nicely. Oh gosh, guys, that is looking perfect, absolutely perfect. I love it. So we're going to do 2 cuts, 4 folds, 2 cuts. That's it. And I think before I do the cuts, I'm going to secure, oh crash, I'm going to secure my foldovers, and just 2 places that we're going to glue, and that's going to be here, along here, kind of in line with, well actually no, it's not, it's a little less. So this is a little bit of an eyeball gluing session because I don't want to glue that section, I want to cut it off. So let's get that down. Okay, down it goes. Let's do the other side, and I can always put on a little extra glue if I need to, in a little bit. Okay, don't want glue there. There we go. Okay, we'll line this up again like that. Okay, now we'll do our 2 cuts, and I mean, I suppose you could cut it beforehand. I just like the idea of having this piece down. So there's my first flat. I just cut in the same arc, I guess you could call it, as my fold over, and I'm going to cut here, hopefully like that. Okay, and now I'm going to cut these 2 flaps off. I mean, I could glue them down, I guess, but I just like to cut them off. And you know, you guys, there are probably a million different ways that you could make these folds, make these envelopes. This is just my way, and there we go. So that is perfect. There's my pocket, all done. So 4 folds, 2 cuts, 2 glues, done. And it is all down. So sometimes I like to leave something somewhat raw, and I don't want to put in a clasp or a fastener, and I think that's going to be the case with this guy, but I do want to give it a little bit of bling. So I'm going to follow where this join was, and I'm just going to put a couple of little gold dots along the edge, almost looks like a little jacket now, and put it along here like that, and perfect. So now I have pre-prepared this. I have a little flower. I've put a little bead in the middle, and I have this little punch out, 1 inch punch out. Is it 1 inch? Does it matter? 1.5? Doesn't matter. And just for a little extra something, I'm going to put this here, smack in the middle, with my flower on top. So I'm going to get out my Aleenes like that, and stick that down in the middle, just there. That's good. My little flower in the middle there. Like that. Oh, very nice. Okay, so that can get set off to the side to dry all nice and pretty, and we'll start on the next two. Okay, folks, so I'm at a point where I feel like I'm getting to the end of it. I just have to attach this little guy down here. So let's get some glue on the back of it. And I paste down the little round on the other one, which is part of our clasp or our fastener. And go down here. And it's okay if it overlaps a little bit because it just has to hold the string, right? But I do want to line it up just a bit. Oh, that's got skew. It's okay. It's okay. It's not a train smash. Now, the one thing I did notice, and I thought I want to just point out, is with this one and the coffee stain one, we used 2 of the coffee filters, right? And it made it nice and sturdy. So it's got a real kind of sturdiness to it. So does this one. However, with this one where we used 1 coffee filter and the napkin, it is a little more delicate. So just, maybe consider that, because the only time it's really going to matter is when you start stuffing the envelope with your little bits and pieces. That's when I think it's going to matter whether this is a thicker, more sturdier envelope pocket or not. So just something to consider. So let's get our last little fastener down here. And like that. And now they need to dry a little bit, but if I'm careful and I don't mess with it too much, taking a chance. Taking a chance. Okay, so for the most part it's going to be like that. The string is way too long. Let's see if I can. I'm probably pushing my luck, but there's those 2, and let's see, I'll put over here for you to see, and those 2. And let's cut the string shorter. It doesn't need to be quite so long. I'll do that because then it can go around one more time. And then we've got these guys, which are well and truly dry by now, because I did these probably a day and a half ago, 2 days ago. So that's that one. And then how many am I going to fit in the frame? And we've got this guy, and then another coffee stain one. Now this coffee stain and this coffee stain, you'll see that it's exactly the same size coffee filter, but the shape is different. And the only thing I did to make this one more elongated and narrow and this one more square is with this one, instead of when we make our fold, instead of going 3 inches up, I only went 2 inches up, which is why this one is did I? It almost looks like I went 2.5, maybe not 2, but 2.5 up. But the point is, I didn't fold up as far as I did with that guy. So you can make different sizes, is what I suppose I'm saying. Oh, I know what else I did, guys. I know what made the biggest difference. Well, not the biggest difference, but kind of added to the difference, should I say. I didn't go quite as far up, and I didn't go quite as far in. So this is not 1.5. This little fold over here, it's 1 only. It's only 1 inch fold over instead of 1.5, like I did with all the others. And it's a 2.5, not a 3 fold up. I remember now. So just something to consider, so you can play with your sizes. Okie dokie. So I think I am done, and I hesitate to. Oh, let me move it down. They're not all in frame. Love for you to see them all. So I'm not going to mess with that guy. I want this bottom little round to dry. I pushed my luck here and I got away with it. I don't want to, I may not get away with it again. I don't want this to move. But I think you get the idea. And The other thing that is so nice about these, when you do a 1.5-inch fold in with a 3-inch fold up, it is the perfect size for one of these. Okay, not that one. That's not the perfect size. Scrap what I said there. It should be the perfect size. No, it's not. Which one was it? It was this one. Okay, all right. So I have another amendment to make. The 1-inch fold in is going to take the card. The 1.5-inch fold in is not. Okay, I'm living and learning. So there, oh, I actually have one in here. So here is my little index card. And you know, guys, it's not a train smash because I can trim this down so that it then does fit in here, because it's ever so slightly too wide for a 1-inch fold in pocket. So I can just trim down the one side, and you know what, let's do it. So just to prove my point, to satisfy myself, I got it. Okay, so how much do you think we need to take off? Half? Let's take 1/2 inch off, just to be safe. And see, let me scoot this in, make it nice and straight. Like that. Let's take off 1/2 inch. There we go. Okay, that will now fit. So I apologize if I did something that was confusing. I hope not. The fold in here definitely does decide on your width. Obviously, we've determined that, and whether your little card fits or not is only determined by how much you decide to trim off it. So there you go. So 1-inch fold in, 1.5-inch fold in, doesn't matter. You can make it work. And so I hope I wasn't confusing, guys. Please let me know in the comments if I was, and I will in the description, if you want, just put in the dimensions. You know what, I'll do that anyway. I'll put the dimensions in of the fold-ins. Yeah, well, there they are. I'm super happy with how these turned out, and I'm going to go and look in my journal to see where I can pop one of these in. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I had a lot of fun. Thank you for stopping by, and I will see you next time. Bye.